everybody. Welcome to Always in Stitches in Noblesville, Indiana. It's a little loud in here. We got customers chitter-chatting in the background, lots of noise. That's a good thing. We're always happy and busy in here, having some fun. Today, I'm going to show you some fabric. Peter's behind the camera. Say hi, Peter.
Hi, everybody. Happy fall, y'all.
Yeah. Gosh, it's like...
Is it too early for pumpkin pie spice? I'm just asking.
Well, and it was 55 degrees in Indiana last night, which in August is nuts. It's never that cool. And then today it's supposed to get to 76, which is like, can we order this all year? Would you put in like a request? I don't know who you talk to.
Put it in a pizza box and ship it to me, please.
With pizza, because you like pizza. Okay, so anyway, it's cooler weather. It's really fun that we're having to have people come in the shop. A little bit of craziness going on, but it's fun always. So, let me show you some fabric. Maggie's still here. She's got just a few more days and then she goes back to school. But if you want to follow Maggie, get on TikTok because she's going to be doing our TikTok videos. So you can keep up with Mags all year long. But you get me. Sorry. Back to the old broad.
And they still get me there regardless, so there's no hope.
Well, that's because you're the standard. I mean, you're like the bar of where we have to set the goal. So if you have been watching the videos, he did some really fun music. I love the music on the last one with Maggie. That was like, it was fun music at the beginning. It was fun.
I'll try to find that track and put it on this one.
Yeah, it was I liked it. It was a good song. Okay, so fabric. Don't you love fabric?
Isn't that why we're all here?
Is that not the reason to live, is fabric? If there was a reason to exist, fabric would be like the reason. I'm just putting it out there. Okay, first we're going to start with this fabric, which is called Willow's Farm, which is Deb's strain.
Hi, Deb.
She's in the Midwest. Did I say that right? I think she is. I think she's Midwest.
Isn't she Ohio or something?
I think she's Ohio, yeah.
I remember she told you she was going to come and do a class.
Yeah, well, she said that, but I can't ever get her to answer my emails, so who knows? She'll come. She's in the area at different times. But look, there's a cow. So this is those. What are they called? What is it?
Oh, begins with a H. Heifer?
No.
Heifer.
Highland.
No.
Yeah, it's a Highland cow.
He ain't got no horns.
Yeah, he does. You can sort of see him. He's a baby horn.
Does he got baby horn bumps?
He has baby horn bumps. Because these are all baby animals, I think.
Oh.
See, don't they look like they're babies?
Herefordshire is what I was thinking it was.
Oh, I don't know that word.
I thought it was Herefordshire.
I thought well, we were at the state fair and they were big furry.
He does have a lot of fur.
They were furry cows.
Oh, I think Herefordshire has different splotches of white.
Those of you who can do bovine, is that cows? Bovine?
Yeah, bovine specialist.
Bovine specialist, we need to know what kind of cow that is. But here it is on a bigger print so you can kind of see it. But there's piggies and chickies and little goatsies.
You know what that would be good for?
English paper pieces. Look at the sheet, Peter. Look at these little, oh my God.
Wait a minute, how did I miss this?
I know, I didn't
see it. How did I miss this? I'm so glad I watched these What's New. And it's like a polka dot.
And the good news is she's got them going both directions, so it's not directional. So you can they won't be some upside down or right side up. There's always going to be some right side up and upside down. So my kids had a book, Inside, Outside, Upside Down. Oh my gosh, I read that book a million times.
So can I use that to put on the back of a quilt?
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect on the back. And look at that grayish color. It's not beige, it's not gray, it's grayish.
I could count them while I'm laying in bed.
You'd go to sleep.
And go to sleep.
It'd make you tired. So very fun. I'm gonna leave that there because I won't lay down. I love this. There's wood bark. There's kind of a
I didn't see the wood bark.
Look at the toile that's got the wheat around the animals, and it comes in two colors here. There's a third color.
Oh, we got to look at this barn print.
Yeah. There's the barn.
And the tractors.
And it's got a big quilt block on it. And of course the red truck. The red trucks that won't go away because we just keep having red trucks. There's no gnomes on it.
Okay, so are you pro red truck or are you pro green truck? Tractor, I meant to say tractor, everybody. Rephrase that. Are you pro red tractor or green tractor?
Okay, so because I live in the Midwest, I know this garbage. Red trucks are usually international Red tractors are usually international harvesters.
Yes.
And greens are John Deere. So there you go.
You did
That's the limit of my farming knowledge. But I don't know. I think red's kind of more fun. You don't see. Do they still make red international harvesters? I know the old ones are.
Case.
Yeah.
IH.
Anyway.
Something.
Yeah. So this is just a fun line. You've got somebody who has a farm. This would be a beautiful quilt. This would do a great turning 20 quilt. We're all in on the pre-cut, so you got your charms, layers, and minis. And that makes it really quick and easy to make a quilt. Jelly rolls are here, so there's your jelly rolls, your 2.5-inch strips. Those are fun too. I'm doing a class right now called Simply Charming. There happens to be a quilt hanging behind this called Simply Charming. You can sign up for this. We use a charm pack every month to create a project. They're all little quilts, but this would be a great way to do that. One of the things with the charms is if you use a charm and a jelly roll, you can get usually your background pieces and all that as well. So this is a really good way to use the pre-cuts. This Simply Charming class, if you don't want to come to the class or can't come to the class, they're offered on Wednesday, the third Wednesday and the first Saturday. If you can't come, all you have to do is buy a charm pack and you get the pattern for free. So each month we have a different pattern. This month's pattern is called Zigzag. Yes, it's called Zigzag. I had to think. This month is Zigzag. So if you want a free pattern, and the sample is always going to be hanging inside the front door here, just buy a charm pack and you can get it. If you would like to take the class where I give you tips and tricks and kind of work with you on creating that particular project, it's $5 and you get the pattern with the class. So 2 ways to get the pattern, either by the class or buying a charm pack. So anyway, Willow's Farm, Deb Strain, love it, super cute. While we're here, I want to show you one more thing that we sell that's kind of an unusual thing, but this has been so cool. This is a board that has these letters, and you can put whatever you want. We sell little bags o' letters. So there's the ABCs, and then there's little, like, different bags of decorative things. So if you had like a classroom, or even if you've got a kitchen and you want to like change your saying, you can. Here's the fall one. I think this would be a great gift for somebody to buy the board and then all the accessories to decorate it with.
Well, wouldn't it be nice to have in your quilting room, and then depending upon what your mood is, just put the letters on the board for the words of the mood you're feeling?
Well, I'm not sure they include all those letters. No.
Can't you use the asterisks on the stars?
Oh, I suppose you can. You can use those things, yeah. So anyway, these are really fun. So we've got the board, the blank board there that you can use. And then you can put what you want. I think this is a really fun project for, just to have in your home. Change the saying each month, decorate it each month. And, of course, we can ship those if you want them shipped. You can come pick them up or call our orders department. Deborah's in our orders department. Orders at alwaysinstitches1.com and send her a thing and say, hey, I want that thing we saw in Cappy's video, and she'll see that you get it.
And we'll ship as far as from Australia to northern Canada.
Yeah, exactly. We go all over the world. If it is an international shipment, we do have to have an email conversation with you to determine the shipping charges. But we'll get it to you if the tariff will let us. Sometimes there's rules, they change things. But anyway, so that's Deb Strain from the Moda Company, Willow's Farm. That's the first fabric we showed you. Now we're going to go.
Where were you when?
Over here.
Where were you? Okay. Do you remember? Where were you when we got the new Tula fabric in? Because you didn't get to do the Tula video.
I didn't, and it's right there, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going to tell you what. You know what? The other part, it came in, and nobody on staff called me and said, "Oh, Cappy, by the way, it's
not
here."
Even a text.
No. And they didn't cut it for me in advance. I'm not feeling the love. I'm just saying.
Are you feeling unloved?
I'm feeling unloved. But
do you want to talk about it?
No, I'm
No,
over
the
it.
fabric.
Oh, well, we could talk about the fabric because it is Tula.
Yeah, we need you to talk about it.
It's so stunning.
Because I don't think it's Tula fabric until you talk about it.
It is.
Because then I feel like, okay, now I can buy it.
Now you can buy it. So eyeballs, cat cans, fur balls, which this reminds me of Dr. Seuss, the tree Dr. Seuss series. There's mice, there's cats. This geometric, I don't care who you are, that geometric is amazing. I love this nice big stripe. I mean, and then we have the minky. This is the first time Tula's done minky. And it flew out the door. The print that has the cat on it, this print of the minky. This was one available in the minky. It sold out before we even had it. I have more coming. If you're interested in the cat Tula minky, send an email to orders. Tell her you want some. I can still get it for you. About that long. So
what's your experience with sewing with minky in general?
Love it.
Okay, what is your take on, what do you think of the Tula minky versus all the minky that you've sewn with so far?
I'm impressed. I haven't actually sewn with it. My daughter wants a pillowcase, so I'm going to make her a pillowcase out of it because these make the best body pillow covers. Just perfect. But minky can be a little slippery, and people kind of, if you're sewing minky to minky, there's pile involved. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put this in here because it's going to get damaged. I'm going to show you this in just a minute. So when you're working with minky, what you need to be aware of is there's a pile to it. So like it moves one way or the other, okay? So there's, see how when I push it that way, it makes it fluff up. When I push it that way, it flattens down. So when I sew two pieces together, I want to make sure that they're going the same direction. Okay, it will sew together better if they're going the same direction when you sew both pieces together, so that both pieces have the pile going this way or this way, however you want to look at it, but it's got to be going the same direction. That's important. The other thing is, if you're sewing with minky to minky and not minky to cotton, you're going to want to use a ballpoint needle, and you're going to want to cut it from the back. Don't cut it from the front. When you cut it from the back, you have less fluff. There's some tricks to it. A zigzag stitch sometimes works better than just a straight stitch because of the fluffiness, because if you do a zigzag stitch, then the fluffiness can melt into that, and so it works better. So there are some tricks to minky. There really are.
I knew you'd know them.
But the good part about it is it's a wider fabric. It works great for backs on quilts. I love it. Just about every quilt I make anymore has minky on the back, unless I'm going to hang it on the wall, just because that's what everybody wants. All the quilts hanging on the racks in my living room, when people come over and we all snuggle under quilts, the minky ones go first. And it's literally kind of like, well, you got the one I like. It's like, okay, so I got to make more with minky on the back. Darn, I have to make more quilts. I hate that. Okay, so I got to talk about her. I feel better. I've got to get this pattern because I want to make this kitty cat pattern. I don't know which one of these kitty cats, but we've got all these.
This one's my favorite.
Is it?
I really like it. That's like my personal favorite.
I like the one in the fishbowl. I think the one in the fishbowl.
That would be a good wall hanging. No, that's a big quilt. That's 90 by 90. Oh, wow.
That is big for a wall.
Wow.
You could maybe take off a border or something.
Yeah. Never mind.
Never mind.
No wall.
Then this is cute.
Cats in pajamas.
I love the cats in pajamas. And see, you could use the minky. Okay, so here's the idea. Use the minky for the pajamas. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh my gosh. You know what? You're onto something.
I am onto something. Maybe just make a pillow. I mean, just make the pillow and use the minky for the pillow.
Okay. Remember how you were saying a body pillow? Look, 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Oh, that'd be perfect.
And then
for the body pillow.
And do the jammies in the back and minky.
Yes, that'd be fun.
I love it.
This cat scratch is the one that really cracks me up.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's how perfect is that. So I'd probably blend some solids and things to have enough fabric to really stretch this all the way, but it's a fun fabric line. Lots of fun. All right, we're going to go over to our sewing machine department, and we're going to talk about what's going on with Handy Quilter.
Hi. Let's roll.
Let's roll. Okay, Handy Quilter.
What are you two up to?
You know, we're always doing videos. Jessica's in the machines department today. Lucky Jessica.
So you want to see what we're doing?
What'd you do?
So this is a cheater panel. Like it's not piece.
Okay,
it's
we
printed.
don't use cheater anymore.
What do we use?
Convenience panel.
It's a convenience
Because
panel.
cheater sounds mean. So they
Well, conveniently, I have this lovely printed panel. Anyways,
convenience panel.
one of the cool things that the Handy Quilter educators have been talking about, they do videos every week, and one of the things was that when you stitch on a quilt, it's the space that's not quilted that poofs, and that's what you see. Isn't that cool? And so right here, we've filled in a background, and here I've just stitched around to try and make that section poof. And we'll see if it works.
I think
I
it's
don't
working.
know, you know. So you can come and stitch on it. and join our experiment and, you know, kind of have fun.
Now, here's the cool part. Right now, actually starts August 14th, so that'll be when this video airs. We have a new financing option on Handy Quilter machines. When you buy a Handy Quilter, you can get 12 months, same as cash.
Oh, really?
Yes. So we're excited about that opportunity for our consumers. It goes August, let me check my dates.
Yeah.
Get it right. August 14th through September 4th. So any of the Handy Quilter machines, Pro Stitchers, tables, the whole package will be 12 months, same as cash. So that's a good deal. And then there's also a bundle deal going on right now where so you get 2 deals for 1, actually. Based on the machine that you purchase, they bundle up all kinds of accessories and things to go with it. There's threads, there's all kinds of things you would want. So really good deals going on right now with Handy Quilter. It's those upgrades and add-ons that you're going to get for free. And 12 months, same as cash. That's awesome.
That's really nice.
I mean, yeah, and it's just a period of time, only a couple weeks there that you can get that. So if you're looking at wanting to buy one and you're like, oh, I can't afford it, you know, we're going to take the price over 12 months and that's what you pay. So I love that deal. It's always a hot deal. So
and if you want to come in and try the machine before you buy it, that's what they're here for.
that's what
So
they're here
come
for.
try.
Yeah, play with them because that's what they're for. And Jessica's great, Kathy's great, Julie, Pam, Deborah. You never know quite who you're going to get in this
You
department.
never do.
But everybody's capable, so don't hesitate to come ask. But yeah, fun. And you can always sew if they want to sew.
Absolutely. In fact, yeah, we invite you to. And these convenience panels,
There you go. Isn't that funny?
but we use them to give to shelters.
Absolutely.
So stitch on it. That's what they're here
Yeah.
for.
We always
Well,
repurpose. Nothing gets thrown away.
We'll warn you if it's a shop sample and we don't want you to stitch on
We
it.
do our shop samples up here, so yeah, please. I mean, you could, but you'd have to do the whole thing.
And yeah,
And you want it right,
uniformly.
uniformly, make it right. Yeah, that's kind of an issue, but anyway, well, thanks, Jessica.
Oh, didn't we add something new to the calendar that had to deal with handy quilting?
We have a class.
Handy quilters.
There's
Is it like a talk group?
There's a group.
Social group.
There's a social group. It's meeting the first Saturday of the month. If you have a Handy Quilter already, either with Pro Stitcher, without Pro Stitcher, doesn't matter. They are meeting the first Saturday. There's only about 10 in the group. Right now it's a fairly small group. And you can still join. It's a $5 charge, I believe, to get into the class. And it's just a forming group that they're going to meet every Saturday, the first Saturday of the month in the morning, and kind of help each other out. So I know the next one we're going to do thread needle tension to try and help those Handy Quilter owners work with that. So
That's a must.
yeah, that'll be coming in. Well, no, we maybe do that in October. It may
Yeah,
not be
that's a good
September. It
one.
may be October that we do that. But in any case, it will be coming. So something to look forward to on our class list.
Are we still doing the fall handy quilter event?
Yeah, there is a fall event. There's one in September, and there's one in November, I believe.
Oh, wow.
So we've got or the end of October. So we've got several Handy Quilter events. I would go to the website. I mean, I really would go to the website to look because I can't remember all of them. But yes, there's lots of Handy Quilter events coming. We love having the Handy Quilters here, and we want to be able to answer your questions. So we're offering you opportunities to learn with Handy Quilter.
Yay.
So, all right, let's go look at more fabric because it's all about fabric too. Let's go this way. Right here. We're gonna go here. Let everybody hide. Y'all are funny.
They're like mice. They scatter.
Like mice, they scatter. I won't say anything. Yeah, they're like little mice. They just run and hide. Run and hide. Okay. So we got 3 lines right here together. So this is quick and easy shop. Of course, by the time they show up, it'll probably move. So first one, this is Tim Holtz. Y'all love Tim Holtz.
Hi,
Love
Tim.
that. Yeah. He's been designing fabric long enough that he does such a nice job. And it's always got like a
Eclectic.
retro,
Traditional. Look at that plaid.
yeah, I mean, he just, a little masculine, but not like...
Do you know all your conifers?
I don't. Are you kidding? They're green, I know that. Look how fun that is. And see, now, So this is the funny part.
That'd make a good border.
It looks kind of tea stained or stained, and poor Jessica was trying to put these away, and she thought it was flawed. It's like, no, it's made to look like, you know, an old piece of wrapping paper that's had tape or something on it. She's like, there's something wrong with the bolt. No, it's printed that way. It's printed that way. All of them are. See, even this one. Look at this. Now that looks like a 1950s piece of fabric, but see the cellophane on it? So I think the idea is it's wrapping paper that's been... This is from the Free Spirit Company, but it is Tim Holtz Eclectic Elements, and this is his Christmas one. So very fun. That's a great stripe. Look at that stripe.
Yeah, it is.
You can't go wrong with that.
Nope.
That'd be really great for a tablecloth, table runner for Christmas. Look at this one. How fun is that?
I love that one. I love that one. I absolutely love it. Bingo.
Oh, bingo. Okay.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. I don't know what that's representing. There's a hardware store. There's the holly. I love it. Lumber dealer. So there is a masculine to this. This would make a great quilt. This just be, oh. Nice plaid, great stripe. Okay, again, here we are. This looks like cellophane tape has been on it and been peeled off. So, like I said, poor Jessica was like, it looks dirty. But, you know, for some people, that's fun. Here's this same with kind of a creamy tone.
Oh, look at the vintage postcard. Mail early for Christmas. Look, it got there, too, December 22nd.
It did, just barely.
Miss Emma Bell.
Well, who that is. I wonder if it's some of his relation. You know, sometimes they put those kind of things on a bolt. Here's some nice words. Dreamland, peace and joy, right jolly old elf, hello Santa Claus, Christmas was at hand. It was a guiding silver star. Greetings for Christmas Day. It's just fun. That's a good one like that. More plaid. Same plaid. I keep
You know what we never get much of?
What's that?
Music notes.
Music notes.
Everybody's
these are
asking for music
somebody
notes.
Could play this. Deck the Hall, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, First Noel, Jingle Bells. Here, just pull out your flutophone. What was those things we played? Did you have to play flutophone in school?
Yes.
It was that nasty white thing that had, and it was like what? It sounded horrible. Oh gosh, flutophone. That's so funny. I don't know why I thought of that. Black and white. Here's more poinsettias. Oh, look at this big print.
Now that might be.
Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Tablecloth. Hello.
Now we put the Three Sisters with this because this is one random bolt.
Is it?
So when you come in looking for this, it'll be the hardest thing to find because it's not within a collection.
Not what it's supposed to be. But boy, it sure looks like it's part of it, doesn't it?
That's why they put it with it.
Smooth move. Our girls are so good. Good boys. All right, so here we go. Oh, and this one's kind of a toile.
Oh, I love that one. What are they doing?
Sleigh bell riding. There's ice skating there, maybe?
Oh.
Just Christmas scenes, the calendar in the background. This is lovely.
Yeah.
It's very comforting. It just looks like a classic.
That's a nice
Christmas.
backing.
I would love to see this, like a whole table decorated with this, like the placemats, the towel, the napkin roll, the whole
silverware
roll. Wouldn't that be fun?
Coasters.
Okay. So if you're looking for it on the website, it's Free Spirit Fabric, Tim Holtz Eclectic Elements. Okay. Then this one is from the Riley Blake Company. This is Bittersweet Farm. And this is a designer that you all would recognize. You want to tell them, Peter, because you were all excited.
Yes, it's Teresa Kogut.
Yeah. She does a great job.
I love it when her fabric comes in.
She's a cross-stitcher, so you can pretty well bet there's going to be cross-stitch patterns to go with.
How cool would that be to be on the back of a turkey cross-stitch?
Yes. And she does a lot of turkeys, too. I love the pumpkin flower blooms. That's one of my favorite flowers. It's very pretty. So
Lenine finished that cross stitch with the turkey.
Oh, she did. She needs this to finish it.
I think she framed hers.
Did she frame it already? So this one's great. Love the colorways in this. Some good stripes.
This one's a real cool print right there.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that one's got a lot of goodness on it.
Oh, look at the scarecrow. Squirrel.
Yeah. Well.
Crow, scarecrow. The scarecrow is not being very effective. The crow's cleaning his ear or something. That's so funny.
Or whispering in his ear.
Or whispering in his ear.
He's telling him to beware of that squirrel.
That's it. But watch out for the squirrel. He'll get you.
Oh, and there's was that a squirrel or a bunny? Oh, squirrel.
Squirrel. Squirrel. This one's pretty too. I like this one.
I suppose all the bunnies got eaten by the
There's
hawks
that
by
same.
fall.
Yeah, they probably did. This is that same print with a kind of a different color background. We saw it on a green background. Here it is on a green, kind of a beige.
Oh, look at that little house. Look at that little house.
The fence. It's very cute. Loving this. All right. So that one is Free Spirit. No, Riley Blake.
Bittersweet.
Bittersweet Farm. And that's Teresa Kogut's a designer on that one. Another one. I really appreciate that they put these all together. So I don't have to.
This is how they should always do
They
it.
should do
Like
this.
for new
They-
videos,
this
just
would be
put all the
nice.
new fabric right
Put all
here.
it right in one spot so I don't have to run all over the place. Okay, this is Moonlit from Blank Company. This is really pretty. This has got kind of that fairyland. You picked it up and it did the same thing. Kind of that fairyland elves and gnomes, and it makes me think of that sprites and that kind of, yeah, that kind of ephemeral, not live in person. But look how pretty these are.
Yeah, I like the black background on all these
Look,
prints.
there's a gecko. Look at the gecko.
What?
Look at the gecko.
Oh, he's a cool little dude.
He is a cool little
He would
dude.
look good on a bag.
He would. This would be really pretty on a bag with black trim, and like that we make rainbow neon kind of hardware. That'd be really cool. I love the flowers. I might need some of this. Look, there's just big flowers. That's kind of fun. Oh, look at the hexagons with the bees in them.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that, you know what you do with that? That's like
English
almost
paper
pre-cut
piece.
English paper pieces. That's really cool.
It is.
Or you tell somebody English paper piece, and when you sew it together, you just sew all around them so it looks like it. We've got a, kind of looks like this constellations there.
That would make a great backing.
Yeah. And here's another one. This one has a hummingbird on it instead of a gecko. Same concept, but there's no gecko on that one. Oh, hedgehog. Look at the hedgehog in the purple flowers. That's fun. Hedgehogs are kind of the thing now. Now we have some butterflies. All kinds of different butterflies, swallowtail butterflies. And then here's a hoot owl. Pretty hoot owl. That's
Oh, wow.
really pretty. That would
is
be
pretty.
fussy cut on the side of a bag would be really cool. And then this piece, I'm not quite sure. This just looks like blocks. Let me get this down there. Open this up a little bit.
It's practically a quilt.
It is. This is a convenience panel.
I'm done.
I'm done. So, oh, look at the birds on the selvage. I'm just loving how they're doing fun stuff on the selvages anymore. That's so cool. So looky here. Isn't this pretty? Now they didn't cut this into panels because if we cut it in a panel, then somebody's going to want to sew it back together. So we just left it like this. When we cut it, we'll obviously try to cut so that we don't lose half pieces. But isn't that pretty? Look at this lunar moth. Oh, big hummingbird. So yeah, this is a fun line. You know, we try to get as many different kinds of fabrics as we can, and you know, gosh, I can remember when you said quilting cottons, and everything we ever used was just calicos. You know, we just used little calico prints. You know,
Calico.
that was it. If you talked about
what
quilting,
a memory that brings back.
yeah, if you talk about quilting cotton, that's what you would get. Would be just a calico print. And but now, gosh, the sky's the limit. Everything's possible. I'm making a mess, but job security for the rest of the girls, right?
Yep.
Okay. So here we have that one. That one's fun. So Blank Quilting Night Garden. And there is a fun little pattern. Free pattern if you buy the fabric. Finished quilt 72 by 72. And it looks like a shadow box. I love this pattern. Moonlit Windows Quilt's what they're calling it.
Moonlit windows.
Isn't that cute?
Man.
And see how they fussy cut all the little critters to go inside of it? That's very fun.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. That is awesome.
Gorgeous. Okay, while we're standing here, I'm going to talk about something else. So we are so blessed to have some wonderful watchers. And one of the ladies came in, and her son does 3D printing. And look what he made for me, Peter.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't this cool? I haven't got it framed yet, but I'm going to get it framed.
Wow.
But he made this 3D printing for me, and it's dimensional. You can't maybe see it on the, but it's not flat. It's got dimension to it. So isn't that fun?
That's awesome.
She was so sweet. She's like, I brought this in just for you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That was really sweet for you to think of me. And I'm carrying it in. So this is the Carry It All Bag 2.0 by Annie. And this is a class that's just about to finish up. So we've got one more class and we're done. But you could certainly come in and buy the pattern. I used fabric out of my stash, so don't ask for the fabric. Sorry, can't get it. But look at these gussets. So these pockets are like gusseted pockets. They're open in the bottom, and so look how that just holds in there perfect. I'm thinking this is going to become my carry bag for like my sewing supplies, because I'm working in my sewing room, and then I go sit in my living room and I work, and I kind of go back and forth. And so I'm loving this little bag. It's got pockets on each end. It's got a zipper pocket here if you want to have things secure, and then open pockets on both sides. Open pockets, and then the gusseted pockets inside. So if you're looking for a really handy bag, I'm wondering if you did this, the fabric, put vinyl on it, because we have iron-on vinyl. You could use it for a bag for working in the garden or taking outside to put like your garden tools and stuff in. It wouldn't make it waterproof, but it would certainly make it washable as far as wiping off the surfaces. So anyway, I wanted to show you that bag because that's a sample that's done. And it's carrying around my stuff today because, you know, I got more stuff than I got room to carry. Okay.
It holds your clipboard really good.
It did hold my clipboard well. So we've seen Free Spirit Blank, or like Moda Snowman Gathering pre-cuts. We're going to go over here. Willow Farm in Chapman, Hometown Holly. Okay. So pre-cuts, Maggie showed you this, Snowman Gatherings. She showed you these lovely fabrics. And, oh, these are so good. I'm telling you, Lisa Bonagine at Primitive Gatherings does the best fabrics. But the pre-cuts are here now. So I wanted you to know the pre-cuts are in if you were waiting on pre-cuts. And we have it in jelly rolls. That reminds me, too, we are doing a jelly roll race, a National Jelly Roll Race Day. September is National Jelly Roll Month, because we need a whole month to play with jelly rolls. And we have a class that's the jelly roll race that you can take. Kathy and Stephanie host that, and it's a hoot. Have you been in the room, Peter?
Yeah. It's utter chaos.
It's utter chaos. But man, is it ever fun. You have to...
It sells out every year.
It does, and we've still got some seats left. I'm surprised. But there are prizes involved. It is a race, so you have to bring your sewing machine. We put a bunch of you in a room. You take your jelly rolls. They have to be sealed. You can't be open jelly rolls. You take your unsealed jelly roll into the class, and then you open your jelly rolls, and then you sew them together, and you make a quilt. And in about 2 hours, they have a quilt top done. It's crazy. So if you're looking for another one, again, go to the website. Check out the National Jelly Roll Race, because that's really a fun one, too. Okay. What fabric have we not seen? Willow, Enchanted, and Holiday, Blank Night, Free. I think we've seen all the fabric. But I want to go back here and talk about some things back here. So let's go back to the back of the shop, too. All right. So we're back in the back end of the shop where our cross stitch and yarn and wool and all those yummy goody things, the clearance room, which, oh my goodness, it's the bomb if you haven't been in the clearance room. But I wanted to show you, we have very briefly, I think it's here just a couple weeks, some cross stitch fabrics from the Atomic Ranch Company. I love the name of their company. Their logo, it's just...
I want that as a salad dressing.
Oh, yeah.
Spicy ranch dressing.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a great name?
With habaneros.
Yeah, a little spicy chipotle, you know, going on. That'd be good. That'd be good. Okay, so there's 2 tables here with this Atomic Ranch fabric, and it is beautiful cross stitch fabric. It's a little different than what we typically have in here, in that the colors. We just usually don't have this big of a variety of colors available. Look how beautiful that is.
What color is that?
Pretty gray. Cobblestone. That looks.
Nice.
I like the name colors. That's cobblestone. This one's called Into the Woods. That looks like a woods.
14 count Ada.
14 count Ada. These are 14. She has them sorted by 14. Here's 14, 16. Probably go to 20 or 18. There's 20. Not much of 20. We can cut the 1 yard pieces into, or the half yard pieces into fat quarters if you would prefer a fat quarter rather than a whole piece. We can make that happen. But God, oh, look how pretty that is.
Yeah.
That's stunning. Bayou. Okay, I can see that.
18 count Ada Bayou.
Bayou.
Love it.
Okay, or buy it, not buy you. Buy
Buy
it.
it.
Nevermore. That one's pretty. And stone. So there's some pretty ones there, and then there's another table full. So if you don't see enough on one table, there's a whole nother table full.
$40 count. Ooh, look at that orange. Pumpkin King.
Oh, that's a good name too.
Prairie Land. Ooh, that's nice for spring and summer. Ocean Sand for Easter.
See, now someone needs to cross stitch something for me on that. So yeah, these get into your tighter counts.
Well, they can't even text you and tell you that we got your favorite
Tula.
fabric.
I know, they didn't tell me
How
I
they
had
gonna,
Tula.
How they gonna cross stitch something
Next time
for
we
you?
get Tula in and I'm not here, I'm telling you. Of course, that's what I get for being gone, right? Oh, look at this color.
Oh, this one's nice.
Raspberry
Serenity.
swirl. Look at that color. We haven't seen that color yet. So what I'm seeing is if like there's we saw Into the Woods over there in 14 count. Well, here it is in 32 count. So it looks like they recreate the color in different counts.
And these are all even weaves right here. This stack,
They're
which
beautiful.
is a Lugana. Oh, there's that Bayou again. Oh, I need that Bayou.
This one's kind of Lestrange.
Oh, I want Lestrange.
Lestrange.
That's a really nice one.
Yeah. So these are all
Oh,
available
wait, what's
for
that
shipping.
chocolate one? You never find a
Nutmeg.
good chocolate.
That is a good chocolate with white stitching on top of that, or orange stitching.
Oh, that white pumpkin. There's
Yes.
a pumpkin.
Oh, that'd be
It's It's
fun.
several pumpkins,
Yes.
and it's a Quaker pumpkin.
Just do it in
Quaker
solids.
pumpkins. I like that idea. I
There's
don't know where that pattern is,
blue.
but it's beautiful.
There's a blue and your creams. There's another blue. I'm like azul. Okay, that's good.
Oh, that's your color.
It is my color. It's 40 count though. I could make something out of that, but I wouldn't cross stitch it because, oh my goodness, little bitty 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 stitches. All right, so there's your cross stitch fabric. And then I can write. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
The other thing that's going on is we've started this punch needle with Lori Holt, and I don't know that we've got the samples quite ready yet, but Dawn's punch needle video just went up on our YouTube channel. Great video on how to punch needle with Lori Holt's new chunky yarn. We've got the entire colorway in. It's lovely. Let's go take a peek at it.
Yeah, her video's getting rave reviews.
It is, and the punch needle supplies to make punch needle we have in stock. So contact us. But these are the colors available. This chunky thread punch needles beautifully. It's really really fun to work with. It also crochets, it knits, it does everything. She's calling it a thick thread, chunky thread, but it's really a cotton thread that's just kind of a fingering weight. Yeah, I'd call it a fingering weight.
Fingering DK.
Fingering DK. It's fun. Great weight to work with. So check out that Lori Holt punch needle video that Dawn did because it's very, very, very informative. And then there's a couple things that I didn't get to do up front. We're going to have to go back up front.
Okay, let's go front. I'll follow you.
Sorry. We're going in circles.
Field trip
Field trip. Field trip. Field trip.
through the 100-acre quilt shop here. Can we just call ourselves the 100-acre quilt shop?
We could call ourselves the 100-acre quilt shop. We feel that way. So I didn't talk about this, did I? Hometown holiday.
I think we bypassed it.
We did bypass it. But as we're talking about Lori Holt, this is the Lori Holt
Oh,
fabric.
I see what you did. You tied it in with her punch needle.
But it was on the top of my page and the bottom of my page. So what was I thinking? I should have been better organized.
You bookcased it.
I bookcased it. There you go.
Bookends?
Bookends.
Bookends, not bookcase.
Bookend.
Bookend.
So this is Riley Blake Company. It is Hometown Holiday. Lori Holt is the designer, and I think. What did you say?
You said the magic word.
Lori Holt.
Yeah.
Both top and bottom. So be sure you shop it all. I think there's 42 SKUs or something crazy.
50 something.
Is it 50 SKUs?
Yeah.
It's 53. Oh, there we go.
53.
Sandy just walked by, who does the website, and she knows because. So here's how come our website's awesome. It's because of Sandy. She gets to go through. We are such a team here. Honestly, we have the best staff.
We all have jobs that other people don't want.
Exactly. Yes, that's true. One of the things Sandy does is when all of our products are entered into our point of sale program, she goes back in and makes sure there's pictures of it, that it tells you who designed it, that it tells you all about the fabric. So when you search on our website, you can find what you're looking for. So anyway, this Riley Blake, she knows exactly how many SKUs there are because she had to find all the colors and match everything up. I'm not going to pull one out.
I got to tell you something, and they have not stopped cutting fat quarter bundles of this. It's like we get a call a day or an email a day of somebody wanting a fat quarter bundle.
Okay.
So we've just been cutting fat quarters all day, every day, bundling up, making them look pretty.
Now, there's a deal. So our fat quarters are $4.99 a piece, which is crazy. But when you factor in the labor and the time and the effort and how much it takes for us to make fat quarters, we feel like $4.99 is worth the investment of what we're putting into them. And you like fat quarters, so that's a pricey fat quarter. We realize it, but when you get a fat quarter, it's folded nicely. There's a little insert in it, and they're generous fat quarters. Ours aren't 17 and a half just by half the width of fabric. We cut our fat quarters at least 19 inches and sometimes a little more generous than
that way, in case the ruler they sent us is wrong, you still get a fat quarter.
We cut generous fat quarters. So $4.99 a piece for fat quarters. If I got all of these, holy moly, it'd be a chunk.
I did the math.
Change.
I did the math.
Okay.
Over 12 and a half yards.
12 and a half yards in a bundle.
Is that right? If there's 50 some fat quarters?
That'd be right. So if you wanted to buy the fat quarters, though, you get the per yard price, which is $14.99. So that's a much better price. You'd have 12 and a half yards at $14.99. And this in a bundle is timeless. You've got every single little piece she uses. And that's how she does her quilts, is lots of itsy bitsy, teensy weensy pieces. So you want it all. Did you get around the back side?
I haven't gotten anywhere.
Haven't got there yet. There's so many to see.
No.
There's so many to see.
Yeah, we had a couple over the weekend, we had a couple Lori Holt experts in the shop.
Oh, yeah?
And so I got to listen to them as they oohed and awed over all the different prints.
I love
it. It was really nice.
I'm a sucker for music. Away in a Manger. Oh, it's actual music. We could play this.
Let's play it.
Where's our flutophones?
Nancy. Nancy plays an instrument.
She does. She plays the flute. But I'm talking in 5th and 6th grade when you had to play the flutophone. That was so fun.
The xylophone?
No, flutophone.
Oh, what about the recorder?
Oh,
yeah, the recorder.
Recorder, flutophones. What's the difference between a recorder and a flutophone, I wonder?
Jessica, what's a recorder?
They're two different instruments.
It's a.
Well, flutophones are that way too.
I don't know. I've not heard of a flutophone before.
Isn't that funny? We'll have to. Okay, we're gonna.
Hey,
do some research.
if I can find music, I'll plug it in here.
For flutophones and recorders. Ooh, this would English paper piece so well. Look at that.
Oh my gosh. Hey, where's that mirror? Can you go get the mirror?
Oh, yeah.
The magic mirror?
Yep.
I want to see this on the magic mirror.
Okay, so this magic mirror she's talking about. It's crazy. I knew exactly what you meant. So what this does is it gives you a piece of fabric and you can see what happens. See how the designs move? So like, oh, I think you're going to put the tabletop there.
Ooh.
Oh, and maybe this is the last one. Yeah.
So there's the houses.
Yeah, so you can see.
You can make a whole block.
What it would look like if you cut that
cool.
into the pieces and then pieced them together.
That's awesome.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
It's a great little tool. I love my magic mirror. It'll work on any fabric you want to put it on to get the designs. Sometimes your bigger fabrics are better.
Well, I don't care if he does.
If you want to do a stack and whack, this is the way to see how your stack and whack is going to go together. It's really good for that. So that's a Marty Michelle
Or the
magic
diamonds
mirror.
on EPP,
Diamonds
right?
on EPP, yep. There's a lot of things this magic mirror is really helpful for. So, all right, so we talked about that. Now there's a couple more things up here. We're going to go this way. This way, this way, this way. Because I want to talk about something. Maggie touched on it, but I've got the real story, so come on up here. This always makes me giggle. Can we still sell the button kit for that? This is so cute. All right, here we go.
Have to bring that in.
So, I want to talk to you about these classes.
Or email it to our.
I'm walking too quick and talking too fast. Sorry, Peter, didn't mean to get that far ahead of you. So Missy Carpenter, who's a delightful, delightful lady. She's traditional primitives. She's a designer, fabric designer. She's a pattern writer. She's a wool applique educator, beyond skilled. She's so talented. English paper piecing, same thing, extremely talented. And she does a special starch basting technique. I had the opportunity to go to a retreat with her and learn from her, and it's an amazing technique. I'm going to let her teach it when she gets here. She's like, oh, you can teach it. No, she's the expert, so I want you to see how she teaches it. But these pin cushions, and Maggie touched on them in her last video, but I want you to notice the work and the detail in this. So this pin cushion has been English paper pieced together, but then, let me say it right. English paper pieced individually, but then she sewed them together on her sewing machine. So those of you who like to maybe do English paper piecing, but you don't want to sew it all together by hand, you can do it on your machine. And that's what she teaches you with this one, and this one too has also been done on machine. So she's stitched them together, even though she pieced them made the pieces into it. Look at her, how she's put those pieces together just perfectly. Such beautiful work. Isn't that amazing? So there is a class, it's a two-part class you can take just to do the punch needle in the middle. And then you can do the wool applique on the outside after. Take a second class. So this is actually 2 classes if you want to make the entire project.
Wow, that's stunning.
Isn't it? It's just so beautiful.
How do you do it, Missy?
It's an amazing. It's worth the time to come see these classes. Now
Did you say it's worth the price of admission?
It is worth the price of admission and then some. She teaches at other events, and our cost per class and kit is much less than typically what she's collecting in normal areas. So worth your time. The other thing is this wool applique class that is just, you can make either one of these, the blue one or the red one. And again, the applique on this is immaculate. It's just perfect. And she's going to teach you all her tips and tricks and techniques to make it lovely. So I really encourage you. Those classes are selling quickly because she's a nationally known educator. If you're even this much interested, sign up. The other thing is we'll probably going to, as we get closer, the rate for that class is going to be higher. So early registration will work in your favor because you will have a lesser price than as we get closer to the event. So these events are in October. I expect October 1st the rate's going to go up on those classes if they're not sold out. I expect some of them are going to be sold out. And then the other thing I want to talk about, that last thing on my list, big news. Indiana is having the all-state shop hop. You may have already heard about that. Some of the other states have had this. It's finally coming to Indiana in 2025. It's going to run all of May and all of June. And I've seen the fabric. It's lovely because that's what always makes the shop hop fun, is we have a dedicated fabric. And I'm in the process of ordering that fabric this week. So put it on your calendar. May and June of 2025. The all-state Indiana shop hop is going to happen. It's still being worked out, all the details, but it works like all the other state shop hops have worked, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So follow us on YouTube, follow us on our Facebook page, follow us on TikTok. Make sure you're getting our emails. If you're not, go to our website, www.alwaysinstitches1.com. Go to the bottom of that page and you can sign up for our emails. That's probably the best way to know what's going on in here other than our YouTube channel. Frankly, our YouTube videos are very consistent. Every week at Thursday they go up, and anything happening in the shop you can find on that YouTube video, because we found people tend to watch that more now than they do get their emails. So, but if you're still email oriented, certainly our emails are a great resource as well. But you can, if you do want to know about something, do call the shop. Honestly, the best person to ask for is Deborah. She's in our orders department. She's our shopping concierge, if you want to call her that. She, if you place an online order or if you call in and want something, she's the one who's going to traipse around through the store, 9,000 square feet, to try and figure out where it is, what it is, and make sure you get everything you need. So I think that's about it this week. We're in great shape. So glad to be back with you guys. I've kind of missed getting to chit chat and, you know, see what's going on. But Maggie's done a great job. So kudos to her. Have a great week. We'll talk to you.
Well, that's all she sewed.
That's all she sewed.